Hello everybody, welcome to Snyder's Inc. 2.0. Today we're going to do some top 15. This is top 15 horrific moments caught on live stream. Twitch, Facebook Live, or YouNow. I don't know what YouNow is. I have no idea. But yeah, these are going to be scary moments caught on live stream. Viewer discretion is advised. We're gonna get right into this. So yeah, let's get right into this.
From Twitch, Periscope, and YouNow to Facebook and Instagram Live, it's becoming easier and easier for someone to live stream any moment of their day. While most streams only involve a late night gamer killing time or a random celebrity communicating with fans, every once in a while something extraordinary and horrifying happens. Here are 15 of the creepiest things to happen during a live stream. Keep in mind that some are much worse than others. Number 15, cat scratch. If you get squeamish at the
Oh god, I'm gonna imagine what this is. Okay.
sight of blood, this next video will give you chills. This YouTuber and online gamer, Sarah Kate, was live streaming on Twitch late at night when things got out of hand. Sarah was sitting in front of her computer in a dark room. Her cat was perched on a chair behind her. While taking a break from the game and chatting with a few followers, Sarah leaned back to play with her cat. Sarah talked cutesy, saying "give me kisses," and even rubbed her face on the adorable feline. Apparently the cat wasn't having it, or perhaps wanted to play a bit too rough because it quickly clawed at Sarah's eye.
Oh my god. Sorry, my phone's going right off. Yeah, that's, cats unfortunately are like that. I don't own one, but consider it. Unfortunately, that's a risk of it, though. Cats are there's some mean cats out there who do shit just because they want to. It's kind of unfortunate.
The motion was quick and didn't seem too damaging. Sarah immediately threw her head down in pain though, and it was clear the cat had caused some harm. After a moment or so, Sarah finally looked up and showed that blood was pouring from her left eye. It looked almost as though she was crying blood. She sobbed and asked followers, "What should I do?" as the blood continued to trickle down her face. For the most part, this video is just unsettling because the amount of blood it contains, but
I mean, just go to a doctor. What do you mean? What do you go to a doctor? What the hell? What do you mean? What do you do? Is the weird? You get cut. You get the blood. Try to cover the blood, and then you go to a doctor.
it's also a bit terrifying to wonder what damage this may cause. Number 14, Anthony Cumia. This popular radio personality is best known for his work on the Opie and Anthony radio show, which ran.
I don't know who this is. I'm very curious though what this live stream is about to be. Well, not curious, because I'm gonna guess all of them are not good. Just what's this particular one?
From 1995 to 2014. Those that don't know him from his radio spot may know him from a domestic abuse incident that went viral. In December 2015, Anthony Cumia was arrested and charged for domestic abuse. A disturbing evening that was apparently live streamed by Cumia's 26-year-old girlfriend, Danny Golightly. After the video was streamed via Paris.
Hold on, how old are you? You look like you're like 40. Like mid-40. How old are your ass, boy? You are old to be dating a 26-year-old. Man, dude. Oh, man. Women date them when you're own age. I'm just saying.
Periscope, clips began circulating the web. Most of the clips began with Danny showing viewers her swollen and allegedly broken hand. "I'm waiting for police right now," Danny said to the audience.
"Hi, I'm in Long Island. I got my hand broken. I'm waiting for the police to come, but..."
Her hand doesn't look broken if she can move it and everything looks fine. I'm just saying, I don't think her hand is broken. I'm just saying.
Oh my god, don't hit me again.
I'm kidding you.
Stay away from me. I tried to call the police.
Off camera, Kiyomiya was mostly trying to play cool and brush everything off by saying she was being silly and inviting her to sing karaoke. Danny called Kiyomiya a psycho and laughed at the fact he acted so differently on camera. For several months this was the only footage most knew about, but later on an extended version was uploaded. In this longer video of the broadcast, Kiyomiya is seen searching through his home for a handgun he lost. As he rummages through the house, Danny whispers to Periscope viewers that Kiyomiya threatened he would lie to police and get her in trouble.
Where the fuck is my gun? Fuck!
I was told I'd get my reputation ruined, and like I'd be ruined with the community and everyone would hate me. And I was like, alright, well I guess I can do it first then.
She also warns that she needs to go soon so she won't get hurt.
This is one of those things in an abusive relationship where I'm not sure what to think. Because this dude clearly has an issue for the way he's screaming about his gun and he's drinking. So he clearly is abusive. I can honestly believe just by looking at him that he's probably abusive. However, this woman, her way of going, her attitude towards this is bizarre to me. Not saying she did anything. Just there's a way, for some reason, there's certain things about abusive situations where I just find weird. And her calm demeanor, and not the fact she's running out of that room, is what's bizarre to me. Give me a sec. My phone is driving me insane.
No.
Sorry, my phone's bothering me. But right now, I don't know what the thought process is behind this. Like, she's sort of, her demeanor, and then her showing a hand that, I'm sorry, doesn't look broken. I don't know if I just maybe never had a broken hand. So, I don't know. But I don't know, her hand doesn't look broken to me. That's just a me thing. I don't know though.
Not long after this, two police officers show up. Danny whispers, "We're in trouble now." Danny and Kiyomiya both convince police that everything was an accident.
You see, it's that. That's what's weird. I don't care that he's right there. You have a chance with police to tell them what's going on. Why do you then convince them everything's an accident? It's stuff like that. I don't understand it. I don't understand. I need someone to explain this to me, because I can't process that part. When your help is there, why do you then turn them away?
And the officers leave without hesitation. Danny complains that the officers are horrible for leaving her, clearly covered in bruises, while her intoxicated boyfriend searches for a firearm.
You should have told them! You should have told them!
The pair are both clearly drunk in this video, and their relationship is an abusive and unhealthy one. This video gives an alarming look into an abusive relationship with someone who admits to be dependent on alcohol. This should serve as a lesson to anyone stuck in an unhealthy relationship to get out before you get both hands broken in 1 year, according to Danny.
Yes, get out of an abusive relationship, no matter what, just get out of it. It's not good.
Number 13, cockroaches. Yet another chilling entry for viewers who fear bugs, specifically roaches. This live streamer known as Battle Athlete got quite the scare while playing Fighting Vipers while online. As he was focused on his game, you can barely
I apologize for the sneeze.
make out a roach crawling onto his shoulder. The roach moves towards his back, and that's when he notices. He jumps forward and shakes, asking the girl behind him, "Was that you? Is there something on my back?" She immediately notices that a large roach is on his back, and she runs out of the room. As he follows quickly behind, the rest of this video is just Battle Athlete screaming in the background. You can almost feel the six-legged creepy crawly sneaking up on your shoulder as you watch.
Oh my god. Oh, I saw it. Oh. Oh, it makes me squirm thinking about it. Oh, no, I don't like that at all.
Is that you? Is there something on the back of my neck right now?
Do like that picture, by the way. Just saying. Saw, I see that. I see that. I like the picture. Just saying.
Here, get something from the hamper and wipe it off me, quick! Smash it! Quick! Help! 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 No, come smash it off! Can I get it? Baby!
Number 12, Marina Joyce.
She is a character she's a person all on her own. God, I hope someone did a video just on her, because I'm going to react to that, but this is a video all on its own.
It's fair to say that anything Marina Joyce posts nowadays is unsettling or concerning in some manner. Who would forget the infamous publicity stunt that Marina pulled to convince her fans that she had been kidnapped? During a live stream in July 2016, Maria attempted to put the rumors to rest. Unfortunately,
I must say, I don't even know if it's anything she did particularly that made people believe she had kidnapped. I think it was just a scenario where she just happened to be, unless it was confirmed to be a publicity stunt. Was it? Was that a thing that happened? I don't recall, but was that a thing that was that confirmed that it was just a publicity stunt from her? Because that's messed the F up.
her strange behavior only fueled the fire. From her unusual paranoid glances and fidgety movement, to the way she seems to whisper at random points, Marina unsettled her fans even further. When asked about her bruises seen all over her body, she said, "I was not okay, and it's a sad story, but I can't tell the story because it's personal." And she then goes on to tell her fans that she loves them and that they need to know that.
Explain the bruises. It's actually a private story. It's quite a sad story, but like recently, it's actually the bruises. I wasn't okay recently, so like it's really sad about the bruises, but I can't say what happened. But okay, and I really do love you guys, so I just want to let you guys know that I love you, and that you need to know how much I love you, and that I really care about you, and just as much as you care about me, I care about you.
Some believe
There is so weirdness to it. That is too weird. No, I don't like that. I don't like that. If someone did that to me, I'm sorry. I'm getting checked. You're getting you checked on. That's not normal. You don't act like that. That's not a normal human being reaction. That is someone who's like somewhat terrified reaction. I'm sorry. That's the reason people think you're weird. Something's up with you. That's not a normal human being reaction. I'm sorry. That's not.
believe this is her hinting at an abusive relationship or even self-harm. Later, she reads a comment aloud that says, "If you're not okay, say hi to everyone in the chat." She immediately goes on to yell hello at everyone viewing her.
Why do you whisper? If you're not okay, say hi to everyone who's joining. Hi everyone who's joining! I really love you. Thank you for joining.
Most can brush this off as a misunderstanding, but others grip their concern and
That looks. She does not look right in that picture. I'm sorry. That is not normal.
search for a crime.
No. That does not look normal. That picture right there on this side does not look normal. What the hell? Let's sum it up with you, Marina Joyce. You ain't gonna tell no one.
Cry for help. Whether it's drug abuse, a mental illness, or an actual abusive situation, it's clear that Marina Joyce is going through something pretty heavy, and her adoring fans are scared for her safety. Number 11, Chicago Kid.
Also, you need to tell the people what's going on, Marina Joyce. If it's okay, if it's an abusive relationship, and you're still in it, I can somewhat understand now. Even though I wish you weren't in it. Like, people wish you weren't in it. I wish you weren't in it. No one should be in an abusive relationship. If that's the case, I can understand why you won't tell no one. If you're not okay mentally, and you're harming yourself, let people know that. They can help you. People will help you. I'm not saying this in a mean way. I'm just saying, like, there's people who will reach out to you who will help you. I mean, if it's a mental illness, she won't know she's not okay, because no one with a mental illness really knows they're not okay. But she seemed to know she wasn't okay, so I would take that out of the picture. I don't know.
Kidnapping. In January 2017, a Chicago teen was kidnapped and tortured on Facebook Live. The victim was an 18-year-old male with special needs. He had been reported missing by family just a few hours before the stream began. During the live stream, a few other teens were laughing and eating while they talked about what to do next. The victim was burned with their cigarettes. His clothes were cut off and his hair was cut in a violent way that caused his scalp to bleed. Aside from the cruel laughing, the suspects also made remarks about Donald Trump, president-elect at the time. According to some that viewed the stream, they forced their victim to also make negative remarks about Trump. 2 males and 2 females were later arrested for this sick crime.
Why? Why did you kidnap him though? What was it about him that made you want to? Was he because he's white? Is that what I'm getting from this? Am I wrong with this? Is it just because he was a white dude, so you just kidnapped him? Did you know he had special needs? I'm so curious right now what is going on here. I need more backstory with this one, because I have questions.
Well, they did seem to show remorse. It's hard to believe that anyone twisted enough to do this to someone with special needs feels any kind of guilt. This case caused a lot of controversy as some claimed it was not a hate crime, though it's clear that hate is what fueled the attack.
Yeah.
There are clips of the stream available online, but be warned, it isn't easy to watch.
I'm shocked they're gonna show it. I didn't think they would.
Hey, shout out to PBG. Shout out to PBG. Them niggas real, shorty. Them the realest niggas as anything up north.
There was no need for this. This is hate for hate. This might be a hate crime because he's white, but if that's the case, you're the wrong ones there, people. They're wrong. There's no defending this. None. This is what gives that a bad name. Those people a bad name. Don't do stupid shit like this, believing you're changing the world. This is stupid. This is fucked up. Don't care who you are, it's fucked up.
Number 10, live robbery. Though at the time, having something horrible happen to you on a live stream may seem like your worst nightmare, it can often come in handy. For one, if something serious happens, you've got immediate evidence without putting in any work. Furthermore, you've got a whole audience there for you through a scarring event. That's exactly what happened.
If you're popular, at least. If you're popular, you got people watching. Who knows if there's been any bad events or no one's watching the stream though. So no one's helping.
Happened to this gamer. Sejin is a female gamer who posts videos to YouTube and streams live on Twitch. One night around 4 a.m. when she was streaming, she heard a loud bang outside. She asked her boyfriend to go check and see if one of her cats had knocked something over. He goes in and investigates the area to find the cat sitting on the counter staring at the door. Of course, he checks through the peephole but apparently sees nothing and heads back towards the room where Sejin is still streaming. Just then the intruders kick down their door and run in yelling with guns pointed. As soon as this happens, Sejin jumps out of her seat, leaving the stream going. She runs into their living room and more shouting can be heard. The intruders start asking where the narcotics are and proceed to steal their money, luggage, jewelry, and credit cards.
I have a weird feeling they were not the intended targets. I bet you they were not the intended targets. I guarantee you they were meant to go somewhere else or go after someone else. That's if they're looking for narcotics. I guarantee you they were meant to look for someone else. But because of the fact that they weren't, and because of the fact they were the wrong thing, they still stole stuff. Which is probably their intention no matter what. But it's interesting. I guarantee you they went to the wrong place.
DB back home. DB. Please, DB.
Apparently, during this robbery, they explained that they originally came to the apartment complex to rob a drug dealer, but found out they would be unable and chose a random apartment instead. At one point during the live stream,
Then why did you ask where the narcotics were if you knew the drug dealer was not the one you were gonna rob? Did you think the people just in the building just all had drugs? What? What? I'm so confused. Okay, so they just found so they went to go rob a drug dealer. They realized they were unable to for reasons. I don't know what the reason was. Then they thought, okay, let's just rob a random apartment then, just so we rob someone, I guess, was the plan. It's kind of weird. The shitty plan. Don't know what the thought process was. Morons.
Of the intruders can even be seen walking in front of the webcam with a gun in hand. While this break-in was terrifying and likely upsetting for Sejin, she was able to find comfort through her followers who reached out to her. One follower even helped her provide the stream video to police for evidence. Number 9. 4chan Fire. Some of you may have heard of this one before, as it is quite popular. In 2013, a 20-year-old college student identified only as Steven posted to 4chan that he wanted to commit suicide. While Steven did not give any direct reasons as to why he wanted to end his life, he did explain that he had been on the site for nearly 10 years and wanted to give back to the community per se by live streaming his suicide. 4chan users
This is the part where the world becomes fucked up. For them to do this, it is happening. Cap letters now the smoke of skill code, so that'll get him soon. Provide pick rooms is full. Damn it! Can someone stream the stream? Yeah, that could work. Like, talk the guy out of it. Don't encourage it, you fucktards. I don't care. I don't care that I shouldn't be swearing. This is messed up to me.
sadly encouraged Steven to go through with his suicide and his plan to live stream it. Steven quickly set up a stream to a website called Chatting. Just before setting things up, he allegedly took a handful of pills and drank a generous amount of vodka to wash them down. Once the stream was set and going, Steven started a small fire in the corner of his dorm room and crawled under his bed. Followers in the stream encouraged his death, expressed their shock and concern, or watched silently in fear or awe. On the original 4chan post, commenters complained about not being able to view the stream because the chat had reached maximum capacity. About 200 users were watching this young man kill himself, and not one single viewer tried contacting emergency services.
Because they're all messed up. They're all messed up. They all deserve to perish in a burning fire too. They all should be on the fire with him. I don't care. Because that's messed up to a whole nother level for you to watch a man commit suicide and... It's gets me so fired up to see this. Oh my god. For you to watch someone commit suicide and not once think to call emergency services to get this guy help shows you how so messed up in the head. I'm so pissed off right now. I'm so mad at these people.
Still under the bed and likely passing out from the combination of pills, vodka, and smoke, Steven commented things such as, "I'm fucked" and "I'm on fire." Later in the stream, before the fire spread fatally, firefighters bust down the door and carried Steven out. Reports were made by university officials that claimed Steven had been going through tough family issues, but did survive the incident and was getting help. Not much has been heard about Steven since, and most traces of the video have either been wiped or simply lost from the web.
Good! I'm glad.
Number 8. Live car crash. Facebook Live is a fun and convenient way to connect with friends and family on the spot. It's useful for family gatherings, company events, and just reducing boredom. For this teen though, the fun, exciting Facebook feature led to her death. In December 2016, an 18-year-old Pennsylvania teen was driving with a friend sometime after midnight on a busy local highway. Brooke Hughes grabbed her phone and started a live video. Less than 1 minute into the live stream, her passenger and friend asked, "Are you going live?" A split second after the question, a tractor truck rear-ended their vehicle. After the sounds of tires screeching and glass breaking, the stream went black and silent for 7 minutes. A man was later heard talking, but it's not clear if this man was an emergency responder on the scene or the truck driver. The video then ended and was posted to Facebook. Hughes clearly did not post the video as she and her passenger died in the crash. Many believe it had to do with her phone dying or closing. When a Facebook Live video ends, it automatically posts to the user's page. Pennsylvania police stated that the video was removed, but it's impossible to know if viewers caught a copy first. As for the fault of the crash, the damage was too serious to tell if it was the fault of Hughes for driving distracted or something on the truck driver's part. But it's a good...
Yes. Yes. It's probably a mixture of both. It's probably something the truck driver did, but I guarantee you the fact she's distracted also did probably play a part in it. It probably is both.
Know not to use your phone while driving. Even if it isn't the cause of the crash, having the phone in your hand can greatly delay your reaction time.
Absolutely.
Number 7, life stand up. For the world, and especially America, 2016 was a wild year. Despite crazy elections, there were also mass controversies and technological advances. This incident brings those two together. In August 2016, a 23-year-old African-American woman was fatally shot by police. An intense standoff prior to the shooting was recorded on 2 Facebook Live videos.
Wait, what? Why? Why was she shot by police? Was it like a criminal and did I watch the stand? Hold on, I need more information. Why?
In the first video, an officer shows up to the home of Corin Shandon Gaines. He stands in the doorway and tries to talk to Gaines, but according to reports of those that witnessed the video, she either ignored him or didn't understand him as she never spoke directly to him. This video was removed shortly after the shooting. The second video, which stayed up, shows Gaines telling a 5-year-old boy that the cops are there to kill them. Officers showed up originally to arrest Gaines and a man named Kareem Courtney for outstanding warrants. Gaines' warrant was over not appearing in court for a prior charge. Kareem Courtney fled the apartment with a 1-year-old child, leaving Gaines and the older child home. Courtney was caught and arrested without struggle. Gaines, on the other hand, allegedly aimed a 12-gauge shotgun at officers during the standoff and refused to cooperate. Reports also claim that viewers of the livestream encouraged Gaines to not comply with the officers' demands. After a 7-hour
Okay, so here's my guess. When it comes to what, if that is true and the people did it, they are probably under the impression that people, if you're saying to people that the goal is for them to kill them, and you have people there who police are going to talk to a black person about a crime. Unfortunately, as much it is, that is a race thing. Guarantee you it. Guarantee that's a race thing. I guarantee you that they all will expect that the police will be racist and stereotype towards the girl, and that's why they told her not to comply. I guarantee you it. That was the reason. Unfortunately, led to that situation going on right here. I thought maybe the shooting was unjust. No, it's completely. I'm sorry. If you wage a shotgun at a police officer, you're gonna get shot. I'm sorry. That's how it works. Doesn't matter what skin color you are. You aim a gun at a police officer, they're gonna shoot you. That's logical. That's logical. So shooting the girl justified completely.
standoff, Gaines pointed her shotgun at officers and threatened to kill them. One officer, for reasons unexplained, fired a shot at her. In response, she fired 2 shots back at the crowd of officers and SWAT.
What do you mean for unknown reasons? If she shot a gun at them threatening to kill them, pointed a gun at them and threatened to kill them, they have a right to fire back at her. They have a right to shoot her because their thought process is, justifiably, shoot her before we get shot. No, if she pointed a gun at them, justifiably, there was a reason. There was a justified reason for that.
SWAT members. After this, she was quickly shot down, and the 5-year-old boy was injured in the process.
Oh!
Gaines, of course.
Okay, that ruined it for me. I'm sorry. Once I heard the 5-year-old got injured, I didn't like that. That's not... No, you shouldn't be... That they should have been cautious about that part. There's a 5-year-old in there. Be cautious. Don't just start firing guns. That should be cautious about.
Forrest died from the incident, and the child was treated for minor injuries. This occurrence during a time of high tension between officers and the Black Lives Matter movement. While some saw this as another unfair and sketchy killing by police, others believe that
they've been following and harassing Kareem since May. I've watched every video of the harassment. You're not gonna tell me she wasn't targeted. They killed and deleted all of her social networks, her Instagram and her fucking Facebook. She had video of them bitches, yo. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna say. Again, I'm sorry. Who this are fits the thing to me. I cannot say anything without more information. What I will say, and I don't care what race you are, if you point a gun at an officer, that you will get shot down. Doesn't matter what they shot. That's not unjustified. That's not a target killing. If you did, that's what happened. That is a person that's just logical how that will go. Disagree, sorry. That's just my opinion.
Gaines had ample opportunity to avoid conflict. It is unclear if the live video was ever removed or if Gaines' account was deactivated after the conflict. Number 6, Chicago shooting. 28-year-old Anthony Perkins was fatally shot in 2016 and Facebook was able to witness it all. Perkins was walking around his neighborhood while live streaming to his Facebook friends. He spoke to neighbors outside and directly to the camera. Witnesses scream in the background as the shots ring out and Perkins falls to the ground. The phone shifts around before going completely black. The phone abruptly stops moving, but people can still be heard yelling in the video, which continues for 30 minutes before ending and automatically posting to the young man's page.
Unfortunately at the moment, this is weird because I don't know why he was shot. Why was he shot? Do they just, I hope he explains the reason why or at least the reason they think he was shot. Because if they don't, I'm curious why. Was he just a random target? I'm gonna guess he was targeted. Because he looks like someone who would be. I'm sorry, I'm just keep getting something going on. But yeah. I won't know if he was targeted or not. I wonder.
He was rushed to the hospital but pronounced dead 2 hours later as his wounds were too fatal. He was a father of 3, and while police reports that he had gang ties, friends and family claim that he was no longer affiliated with gang activity.
That could be the reason, though. It could be because he left the gang. That's why he was taken out. Or he might have just been because he was associated with that gang for when he was down. So they may want revenge for something the gang did and just saw him as like, you were there, you're with the gang. To their knowledge, so they're taking you out. It could be the case. I'm just saying.
Number 5, mother of 2. Kiana Herden, a 26-year-old mother of 2, died while chatting with thousands of Facebook friends. Herden was holding her 1-year-old son and talking to friends while streaming a live video. She was chatting about going back to school to complete her education. Herden had over 3,000 friends on Facebook, so it's uncertain just how many people were viewing. As she spoke, she began to sweat and wipe her face. After this, she shook her head and fell backwards. Her aunt, who was watching the video, was immediately concerned for her niece and knew something was horribly wrong. Her son then began to play with the phone as she can be heard gasping for air in the background. Herden's friends burst into the room and tried to help her and ultimately called 911. The mother was rushed to the hospital but died later that same day. Her cause of death was a heart issue triggered by thyroid problems. Friends and family said the young, hardworking mom loved to showcase her life on Facebook, but no one suspected that social media would record her death as well. The video was later removed.
I'm gonna say thank God. I'm glad the fact that he didn't kill that. We didn't have video of that. I didn't want to see that. Condolences to that one, for the kids especially.
Number 4, Frederick J. Bodie. Things went tragically downhill for this aspiring actor after he was charged with sexual assault. The 33-year-old father of 6 had been arrested on suspicion of sexual assault. He was let go after posting a $100,000 bond. No formal charges were filed, but Bodie was expected to show up to a court date after being released. A few days after being let out of jail, officers were called by a relative of Bodie. The relative explained that they were worried about his well-being because he seemed distraught on a live stream. The video began around 5:30 a.m. in early January 2017. Bodhi had been crying and expressed a desire to die while on Facebook Live. Despite the call from police, they were just too late. He had shot himself in the head while on Facebook Live and was announced dead at 6:30 a.m. that same day in the driver's seat of his car. This grisly death came just a few weeks after another live suicide was posted. As a result, Facebook gave the option for viewers to immediately report a video that violates their community guidelines. If a report is sent, the stream will be ended immediately. But what does this feature do to save the lives of...
About to say that stops the stream. This isn't about the stream. It should be, here's the thing. What should be done is if you report a stream, because you worry someone's going to do that, that should be immediately reported to police, because Facebook should have access to where the person is recording from. So do that and then report it to police. That's what should be done, not some freaking, oh, we'll just end the stream so you don't see them do it. That doesn't stop the person who's fucking doing it.
Those on the verge of suicide. Number 3, Nakia Vennett. Just after Frederick J. Bodhi committed suicide on Facebook Live, so did a young teen from Miami. The 14-year-old Nakia Vennett began a live stream to friends on Facebook where she expressed that she had been suffering from depression and feelings of paranoia. The live stream lasted for 2 hours in which Vennett cried and explained her emotions to few viewers. A friend watching the stream called local officers, but there were several misunderstandings on Vennett's exact address of residence, and the officers arrived too late. They busted in around 3 a.m. to find Vennett hanging from a noose in her bathroom.
Wow, why is so insane that, like, police are just too late to usually, help them. And the fact that there was misunderstanding between that makes it even worse. Like, she looks like a bright girl, yet dealing with depression and life and that, and wow. I mean, I deal with depression and I deal with that, but I'm not.
As her foster parents slept in a room just down the hall, there were countless efforts to resuscitate the teen, but she was already deceased. Reports claim that the video ended before the teen killed herself, while others say that they witnessed her hanging. Either way, the tragic video was immediately removed from Facebook.
Good.
Number 2, Philando Castile. In 2016, Philando Castile and his girlfriend and child were pulled over in St. Paul, Minnesota. The officer asked for Castile's ID and registration. Before reaching for his information, Castile told officers that he was licensed to carry a weapon and had one in his pants pocket. He likely said this to prevent the officer from seeing the weapon as he leaned over and becoming concerned. Despite this effort to prevent conflict, a massive and tragic conflict ensued. Castile reached towards the glove box for his registration and the officer immediately shot Castile 7 times.
Okay, see, this is a race issue. That's what that is. That's a race issue. See, there's no doubt that one. See, unlike the other one where that might not be the case. No, this one, on the other hand, is a race issue because why do people that this is a race issue because this is a dude who literally this guy is like, look, I'm licensed to carry a gun. I have a gun on me. Just on my pants pocket. So, and he's hoping, okay, so he knows I have a gun, so he's not gonna shoot me and he's not gonna assume anything. This officer, still, despite the fact that he knows this, saw a gun, saw this dude, felt the need to shoot him 7 times. This dude is fucking racist. No doubt, sorry, there's no denying it. That's a race one. The last one that people think is a race one might not have been. This one absolutely 100% without a fact is.
Times without question or a second thought. Seconds after the shooting, Castile's girlfriend, Diamond Reynolds, began live streaming to Facebook as her boyfriend lay slumped in the driver's seat. As she explained to the live stream audience what was happening, she pleaded with officers to hurry and get an ambulance to the scene. As she explains the situation to potential Facebook viewers, the officer that shot Castile screams in the background for Diamond to stay in the car. The officer is clearly distraught at the scene of his own actions.
He ain't killed my boyfriend. He's licensed. He's licensed to carry. He was trying to get out his ID and his wallet out his pocket and he let the officer know that he had a firearm and he was reaching for his wallet, and the officer just shot him in his arm. We're waiting for a background. I will, sir. No worries. I will.
Even worse is that when emergency responders finally arrived, officers removed Diamond from the car and took her 4-year-old daughter in another direction. After seeing a man be shot and killed right before them, the mother and child were separated, allegedly for hours after the incident.
That's messed up. There's no reason for that. Stop being so fucked up, police. There's a reason.
The video is available online, but please be aware that it is gruesome and heartbreaking to watch. The officer that killed Castile, identified as Geronimo Yanez, was charged with second-degree manslaughter and 2 counts of dangerous discharge of a firearm.
At least he was fucking charged, so we can at least thank them for that. At least the fact they have some fucking common sense to charge the fucking guy.
Before we get to number 1, if you've ever been curious as to what I look like in real life, then follow me on Instagram at DylanIsChillinYT. I also have a Twitter at YTChills where I post video updates. I'd really appreciate it if you followed me, and feel free to send me a DM if you have any questions or suggestions. Number 1, Nicole Davis. On December 30th, 2016, 12-year-old Caitlin Nicole Davis from Silver Creek, Georgia killed herself in a live stream. Nicole had a
12 years. What? Why? What could have happened to this 12-year-old, their life, to make that make it the only option for her? Or did she feel it was the only option? What? What happened? What happened to this poor girl?
very active online presence. She ran a blog where she talked about her bipolar disorder and family issues. She posted vlog-style videos to YouTube and she streamed live very often. She was known online as Dolly or It's Dolly. In many of her live streams, she talked about the discourse in her family and admitted that her stepfather tried to rape her and told her to kill herself.
Like, he was trying to have sex with me, and I was like, no, you're 40. My mom, right now, where is she? I don't know. I have no idea. She's out somewhere. I don't know where. She's been gone for hours. But where was she whenever all that happened? She was gone. She was gone.
Throughout several other videos, she had heated arguments with her mom over her stepfather's drug use, men her mother brings home, and Nicole's self-harm. From the writing on her blog, and from the several times she cries out her emotions in live streams, it was clear to see that this young girl was not in a healthy mindset and was having trouble coping with her home life.
Her home life was so bad, and I guarantee you there was no one she trusted to reach out to. Because if you don't trust no one to reach out to in your life, you as a person is not able to do it. So you are not able to do that. Oh, man. I'm sorry she went through that. Wow.
In one video just before her suicide, she cried on camera and explained she was trying her hardest to be happy but just couldn't handle the emotional pain anymore. She said that no one wanted her to live and she had no reason to go on. She also stated no one wants me, and if they do it's for sexual reasons. No one cares about me. The trauma of sexual assault and a broken family life had taken its toll on Nicole and she could no longer cope. Shortly after this video, which is described as Last Cry for Help, Nicole live streamed her suicide. The first few minutes of the video are of Nicole apologizing and explaining that she just can't deal with the burden of life anymore, almost like a digital suicide note. Then she hangs herself from a tree in her backyard. She struggles a bit at first and then just sways from the tree. Family can be heard in the distance looking for her. Although when they found her, it was not caught on video. This case is a truly harrowing story. A young girl was facing mental struggles and basically crying to the world for help. As you may have noticed, many entries were related to suicide and abuse. If you are a victim of abuse or are considering suicide, please know that you aren't alone. There are people and sources willing to help you through this tough time. Some resources will be listed in the description below. Thanks for watching.
Yes, if you know anyone going through stuff, let people know. let people know. Let people be there for you. Because it might not, you might seem helpless, but you're not. You're not. Thank you all for watching. Hope you all enjoyed the video. And I'll see you for the next one.